It's week number 5 of Dana White's Contender series. We've been running at this thing strong. We've been doing it. We've been getting there. We're already halfway. Well, halfway-ish. After this week, it'll be halfway. This is going to be a great one. We have a short notice fight here where Dylan Budka, he steps in on short notice to face Chad Hanekom. Hanekom was originally slated to face Cam Roston. Fight fell out here a couple of days ago. As at the time of recording this, Budka stepped in. Now, in this one here, it is obviously really short notice for Budka, but he's a pretty active fighter, so this is something he's fairly used to. Both guys are 4-1 in their last 5. This should be a fun fight. Let's go ahead and break it down, shall we? So, for Budka, he is a fast starter, and he's got a good grappling base. Now, that's where he wants to get the fight. He wants to start grappling, get those powerful takedowns, work to advance his position, and start landing his ground and pound, look for his submissions, things like that. But here's the deal. When he shoots his takedown, sometimes he leaves his neck wide open, exposed. He hasn't had to pay for it yet in his career, as both of his losses are not by submission. So there you go. But he does leave it open, and that's something that I am concerned about. Now, when he gets on the mat, if he ends up on his back, what he's going to do is start looking for submissions, and he's going to either use them, obviously, for the submission or the sweep. And the sweep is what he's going to probably go for most of the time, because his submission game isn't super high level yet, but he threatens with them just enough to get the sweep. He does a good job of that. Now, when it comes to the striking, dude's got pretty good volume, and he's going to come forward very wild and somewhat reckless. When he does come forward, though, he is dangerous, so you got to keep that in mind. If you guys hear those boats in the background, I'm sorry. They've been going for hours, and they're not going to stop. So if you hear it, sorry. If not, hey, cool. Anyway, for Chad Hanekom, like I said, he's also 4-1 in his last 5. He's got good grappling as well. He's going to chain his double leg and single leg takedown and just kind of keep going between the two to get that takedown. When he gets it to the mat, he's got very good top pressure. He ends up on his back. He's going to look for those sweeps. Now, from the top or bottom, he's got good ground and pound as well as submissions. He can start looking for those submissions early, and he can start setting them up with that ground and pound. In the striking department, this is where I think he has the better advantage. He's much cleaner. He's got quick hands. He's got a solid leg kick, and he has surprising power. There are going to be a lot of people on the Budka side this week, but not me. I do think Chad Hanekom gets this one done. I've thought he should get a shot on Contender Series for a while. He's got 2 losses, I know, one of which is a split decision loss to Ikram Aliskerov, which that alone says you should at least get a Contender Series matchup, I think, especially with a record of 9-2, one of which being that split decision there. So for Chad Hanekom, I do think he's got the skills, and I think he's going to be a hard matchup for Budka, especially on short notice. So for me, Chad Hanekom's a pick. Let me know who you have. Like the video on your way out. I appreciate y'all tuning in. See you in the next one.